Hello and welcome to week 1 of the stained glass blanket, and this week we're going to start with this square here. It's a blue one. Now I'm aware that working in black often isn't really great for videos, but this is what this blanket's about, to make it look stained glass, so hopefully we'll manage okay. So let's get going. So this is the blue square and we're going to start with the blue yarn. And we're going to start with a magic ring. If you can't do a magic ring, you could do an alternate start of 2 chain and then work your 8 double crochets into the second chain from the hook. This might give you a small hole in the center, whereas a magic ring you can close it up and it'll be nice and neat. So the magic ring, we go around on ourselves, we fetch the yarn through the ring, and then we're going to tighten it up with 1 chain stitch. It's a little bit fiddly, so that's why a lot of people kind of avoid them, but once you've learned how to do it, they're fine. So we're going to work 8 double crochets into that ring. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and we're going to pull the tail. So just unravel it a little bit because it'll be a bit twisted. Pull the tail to close it, just like that, and you're going to slip stitch into the back loop of the first stitch. Now this is a multicolored yarn, so it's quite hard to see sometimes, but the back loop there of the first stitch, just slip stitch it, 1 single chain, cut it, pull it, and there we have our first round. Okay, so let's have a look at this, and we're going to be working for these squares into back loops only, mainly, until we come to a treble, but I'll explain that as we go. So your regular stitch, you'd put your hook through there like that, and you have 2 pieces of yarn on your hook. And what we're going to be using is just the back loop only. I appreciate that this coloured yarn, this variegated yarn, is really hard to see where the 2 loops are, but they are there, 1 and 2, and we're going into the back loop only. So pick up your black. So we're going to start with our slip knot on the hook, and we're going to go into the back loop. Remember, the back loop of one of the stitches. You fetch your yarn through, yarn round and 2 off, and that's our first double crochet. So we're going to work 2 more into that same space. 1, 2. That means we've worked 3 into there, which gives us a corner. 1 single double crochet in the next space and 3 in the next. 1, 2, 3. 1 in the next. I do apologise if my thumbs are hiding everything, but it's really quite small at this point. I'm going to do 3 in the next. 1, 2, 3. 1 in the next. Back loops only, remember. And 3 in the next. 1, 2, 3. 1 in the next, and that should be it. So we're going to slip stitch it to the back loop of the first stitch, 1 single chain, cut it and pull it, and you should be looking at a little square now, just like that. So round 3, we're going to go back to your blue. It isn't always the case that the colours alternate, so just be careful of that. I'll let you know when we come to that bit. So we're going to find a corner. I always try and get the corner before the tail, so I can work round and over my tail. In the very first one, I tend to get the corner opposite the tail, so it gives me a bit more space to work over. the tails. But if you're into sewing them in, that's fine. You can start wherever, in whatever corner you like. So in the corner, there is 3 stitches. Hard to see because it's black. But 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to use the middle of those corner stitches. Pop your hook in. You've already got your slip stitch on, and we're going to do a standing double crochet. So in and round and off. That's that. Another 2 into that corner to give us another corner. So we've done a corner and a corner. And this time we're going to work 3 single double crochets across. 1, 2, 3, which brings us to the corner where we're going to pop in 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Always using the back loops, remember? Very important, because we need the front loops for later on when we start doing trebles into them. So that was 3 across. 1, 2, 3. When we come to the knot, it gets a little bit tight. Back to your corner stitch. 3 in the corner. 1, 2, 3. 3 across the side. 1, 2, 3. 3 in the last corner. 1, 2, 3, and you can see that I'm working over the tail because I'm lazy and don't want to sew them all in. And that'll leave us 3 stitches over this last side here. 1, 2, and 3. Slip stitch into the back loop of the first stitch and end your yarn. Okay, quite simple so far. Right, we're going back to the black. Pop your slip knot on your hook. And we're going to start with a corner in the corner. So again, I've gone to the corner just in front of this tail, so this corner here. And I'm going to look for the middle stitch. So you've got your 1, 2, 3. So take the middle stitch of that cluster of 3 and do your first standing double crochet. Fetch your yarn through, 2 off. That's 1. We need another 2 in the same space. Right, this time we're going to do 2 double crochets across. 1, 2, and we're going to do our first treble. And this is where you use the front loops of the row that you've left behind. So if we're doing black, we're going into black. So we're going to use the front loop of this round here. Now, because it's black, it's quite hard to see, but if I just pick it up there, it's the loop left behind by you using the back loops to do the blue row into. So it's right bang in the center. There is 3 stitches there, hard to see because it's black, but there it is there. And we're going to work a treble into that stitch there. Like that. That leaves us 2 doubles to do to get to the corner. And into the corner, 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Now every round, or every side of every round is the same. So we're going to do that again. 2 doubles. 1, 2. Treble down. Now you'll see with my hook that I tend to pick the stitch up like this with the hook rather than like that, because I think it makes it a little bit easier, but do whatever you prefer. So picking the treble up and then 2 doubles. Back to a corner, 3 in the corner. 1, 2, 3. And we'll do it again. 1, 2, treble down, pick up that stitch. So even though it's black, which is hard to see on the video, it should be quite easy to find in real life. You shouldn't struggle too much. You should be able to see it, unless it's really dark, and then you might need a daylight bulb. And last side, 2, going to treble down, pick up that stitch, and that will leave you 2 stitches to finish the round. Slip stitch into the back loop and 1 single chain, cut it, pull it through. Okay, so now we've started the patterning. Okay, nice simple round for you this time. It's just straight across, so we're going to use the blue. We're going to start in the corner, find your corner stitch, do your standing double and another 2 into the corner. So 1, 2, 3. And this round is simply 7 double crochets across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Back loops only, remember. Missed that stitch there. Did you see that? Let's try that again. 7. And that takes us to the corner where we're going to do 3. So work all the way around with that. So 3 in the corner, 7 across. Come back when you get to the end, but don't cut off your yarn. So when you've got all the way around, we're going to slip stitch into the first stitch. Now, normally we'd cut the yarn off here, but what we're going to do is going to do another round in this colour. So you slip stitch into the next stitch, which is your corner. We're going to chain 1, and then we're going to start and do your 3 double crochets in that corner. 1, 2, 3. And this time we've got 9 double crochets across. 9. So that's 2. Back loops only, remember. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 3 double crochets into your corner. 1, 2, 3. And that's another nice easy round. So 3 in your corner, 9 across, 3 in your corner, 9 across, all the way around. And you can break off your yarn this time and come back. So just a slip stitch into the end, 1 single chain, cut it and pull it, and that's your next round. And you should be looking at something that looks a little bit like this. So we're going to go back to black. So this round is just another simple round, but this time in black. So you're going to join it into the corner with your standing double crochet. Another 2 into that same corner, and this time you're going to work 11 double crochets across. So off you go, do that round with 11 across and 3 in the corners. You can end this yarn and come back. Your next round is in blue, and you've guessed it, another plain round, and it's 13 stitches across. So 3 in the corner, remember your back loops only. 1, 2, 3, and 13 across. 1, 2, you don't need to watch me. So off you go, do that. 13 across, 3 in the corners, break off your yarn and come back. Lovely. So the next round is just a little bit more exciting for you. You'll be pleased to hear. We're going to go in with the black. We're going to work a corner into your corner. So find your corner stitch and do your 3 double crochets into the corner. We're going to do another double crochet, and then we're going to do a treble down. So you find your stitch in the black below where you're going to put your treble into, and it's directly below the stitch that you would be working into. So you'd be working into that one, so it's that one there. So pop your treble into that one. And we're going to work 2 double crochets. Now you miss out obviously the stitch that you've passed over, so you don't work into that, so just be careful about that. You're going to work into the next stitch that you would have worked into. So 2 double crochets, back loops only, treble down, 2 double crochets, treble down, 2 doubles, treble down, 2 doubles, treble down, and that should leave you with the space for 1 double crochet. It's always tightening the knot, and straight into the corner with your 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3, and that is that round. So let's just do that one more time. So we're going to double to start, treble down, 2 doubles, treble down, 2 doubles, treble down, 2 doubles, treble down, 2 doubles, treble down, that leaves you with 1 space to do 1 double before your corner where you do 3. 1, 2, 3. So continue that all the way around, break off your yarn and come back. So the next 2 rounds are in the blue. Going to add in your corner, do your 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and it is 17 stitches across for this round. 17. So do your 3 corners, your 17 across, all the way around on each side. Don't break off your yarn, but come back. And when you've got to the end, you're going to slip stitch into the top stitch, the back loop of the first stitch, and slip stitch into your corner. Chain 1 and start the round again. This time we're going to do 3 in the corner as usual and 19 across. So 3 in the corner and 19 across. Then you can break off your yarn and come back for the final round. And your final round for this square is just putting a black edge on it. So as usual, start with your 3 in the corner. One, 2, 3, and this one will be 21 stitches across. 21. So 21 across, 3 in the corner, slip stitch to join, break off your yarn and come back. So that is what you should be looking at. Get all your ends sewn in, nice and neat, and you're going to make 8 of these squares. 8. So off you go, have fun, and I'll see you at the next square. Happy hooking!